Live in the John Hershes Cambridge Motor Studios, this is WCMP.
The following is a production of WCMP Sports.
And welcome in, sports fans. WCMP Online. Andy Baxter Monhan here in Sandstone. Actually, more Ascove, I guess you could say. The Banning Junction exit up 35, heading towards Duluth as we get set for tonight's matchup between the Pine City Dragons as they come a-calling on the East Central Eagles. We're at East Central High School, and we'll have pregame for tonight's matchup in girls basketball when we return in 60 seconds on WCMP Online.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
WCMP Online, Andy Baxter Monhan here in Ascove, East Central High School as we get set for tonight's matchup between East Central and Pine City in varsity girls basketball. Sports Night Friday as we work our way into a very busy weekend and then a busy final week of regular season games for a lot of teams coming up in our local area as we turn our eyes from the regular season to the postseason. Very exciting time for a lot of teams, and of course all the broadcast teams are included in those teams as we look forward to what's going to happen in all of our section playoffs, mostly 5A, a lot of 5AA, a lot of Section 5 around this area that we are going to be following throughout the course of the next couple of weeks up to a month, depending on how people do. Good news, though, the State High School League, if you have not heard, which I'm assuming most everybody that might be listening in has heard already, but if you have not heard, the State High School League has approved winter sports tournaments at the state level. Last year, we're only going to have just the postseason, so there's going to be about 8 section champions that we're going to share the state titles, but this year they are going to hold the full tournaments, and so that's great news just to be able to kind of have a little bit of a sense of getting back to normal. Taking a look at tonight's matchup, though, as we kind of focus in just a little bit more. Coming into tonight's matchup, Pine City is 14-1. They are 13-0 in conference play, looking for their 4th straight Great River Conference champion. Correction, 3rd straight conference championship. It was 4 years ago that Rush City gave them both of their losses. That year finishing 12-2, Rush City finishing 14-0 in conference play. Last year they were 26-3, 14-0 in conference play, losing in the 3rd round to Sauk Center. The only loss that Pine City has this year was to Duluth Marshall, 86-68 on January 29th. They are currently on a 9-game winning streak. They have a couple of games left, not only Malacca, but they finish Friday the 12th against Duluth Marshall again. So a lot of times you don't see schools picking up a second non-conference matchup, but Pine City is going to take on Duluth Marshall a second time for their final matchup of the season. That'll be next Friday. East Central, on the other hand, they come in 4-11 on the year. They are 2-11 in conference. Both of their wins came against the Isle Huskies. They split the last 2 games coming into tonight's matchup, of course beating Isle, but then also losing to Rush City just the other night down in Rush City. They're coming off a 19-8 year, 10-4 in conference play, losing in the second round to Onamia in overtime. That was their 3rd straight winning record. This will break that this year because they just will not have nearly enough games left. They only have 1 more game after tonight against Barnum. They will be under 500 for the first time in 3 years. As I mentioned, Pine City won earlier this season on February 4th, 64-24. Pine City is a 2-time defending Great River champion and essentially have locked up the conference championship for this year as well. Pine City, at least 11 straight winning seasons. The scorebook that I try to look back on does not have any info for 2014, 2015, but the year before that, 2013 and 14, was the last time East Central won the matchup against Pine City, winning both games that year. That was also the last time the Pine City had a losing record. We're going to get our national anthem and the starting lineups when we return here on the pregame for WCMP Online.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year's special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getthere. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
mHealth Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Ascove at East Central High School as we get set for tonight's matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the East Central Eagles. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for these two squads tonight as Pine City, oddly enough, they're only going to dress 8 players for the varsity matchup, trying to be able to distance all of their GV players over to the other side of the court, as they're going to be going with Sophie Lottie, Maddie Berglund, Chloe Lind, Ellie Haas, and Carissa Nassine. The starters for the East Central Eagles, Lori Grundmeyer, Allison Huntington, Cassidy Thorvig, one of the 2 seniors on the squad, Ariana Kiernan, the other senior on the squad, and then Isabella Olson, the other Eagle, getting the start tonight against Pine City. One note to pass along here for the Pine City Dragons before the start of this game. Ellie Haas, she comes into tonight's game, 2,021 points on the career. 2,024 points is the all-time school record held by Lily Wilson. Lily Wilson set that last year, so fairly quickly in this game. We're going to probably get a stoppage and then kind of a momentary congratulations as Ellie Haas, who has been just tremendous for Pine City, likely will break that scoring record here in the first half. Ball comes down on the opening tap, and it'll be Pine City that'll start it. Sophie Lottie over to the far side. Set for Nasine. Over to the near side now for Berglund. Up top for Lottie. Lottie over to the far side for Nasine. Back up top for Lottie. Sophie Lottie back over for Nasine. Far side on the wing. Back up top now for Lottie. Steps up working against that 2-3 zone for the Eagles. Over to the near side. Berglund's going to fire away a three and hits that one. And Berglund will start things off for Pine City, leading now 3-0. Ball almost knocked away. Ends up coming away with Karanen, and finally East Central able to get into the front court. Olsen works baseline, tried to feed it across the paint. It's going to be a turnover on the Eagles. Pine City will come back with it. Carissa Nasine crosses the line over to the far side. Lottie sets and fires for deep, and Sophie Lottie knocks that one down, and Pine City hot early from beyond the arc as they are 2 for 2 from downtown. Ball over to the far side for Karanen. Into the front court it goes with Thorvig. Back for Karanen. Thorvig is absolute star for this East Central squad who has just struggled this year. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Chloe Lind. And Pine City will be back on offense. Lind, she'll fire away a three, and she'll knock that one down. 3 for 3 from 3 different players from beyond the arc to start it 9-0. And we're going to get a quick early timeout from East Central and head coach Peter Rogotsky. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on WCMP.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Here in Ascove, 9-0 is the start already. 25 seconds in. Three for 3 from beyond the arc for Pine City. 3 different players knocking down threes as they go back to back to back. Berglund, Lottie, and then Lind in succession to be able to make it 9-0. Ragazzi took the timeout, and now we'll look to get things going the other direction, trying to be able to get something going positive. Ball knocked away, but finally it comes away with Isabella Olsen. Off for Huntington. Back up top now for Thorvig. Thorvig tried to play it across for Ludwig. It's taken away on the steal and the layup for Sophie Lottie at the other end. Ball thrown into the front court and taken away by Chloe Lind. Lind over to the far side now for Lottie. Lottie high post goes for Lind. Out it'll go for Nasine. Nasine back iron, no good. Lottie clears the offensive rebound though. Trying to enter that inside, unable to do so. Ball gets knocked away. It'll still belong to Pine City. Three on the way. That's no good out of the hands of Haas, and it'll come back now for Huntington. Huntington on the far side sets things up. Inside, Thorvig got it, or correction, that's going to be Ludwig try to get to the high post. And we get our first foul of the game. Foul's going to go against Carissa Nasine. East Central inbound, far side right in front of the Pine City bench. Ball handed off now for Olsen. Olsen drives inside, puts a shot up, missed it, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line now to shoot a pair. Foul's going to go against Berglund. Could be the only thing really that Pine City would maybe be up against a little bit, only addressing 8. Granted, I don't think that they're necessarily worried about having 3 players foul out. By the time that would happen, could be late in the game as the free throw's up and good, and East Central is on the board. Grunmeyer checks out as she's replaced out there in the starting lineup. Free throws up and no good. Haas clears the rebound for Pine City. Ball up over the top for Lottie on the far side. 3 on the way. That's going to be out of bounds on the rebound. No good on the 3. So East Central will have it now, coming back with it. Ludwig off for Thorvig, and Thorvig will cross the line, working against that press. Gets her all the way underneath. Tried to fire it off for Haas, but got tied up with it. Off it'll go. Huntington fires up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes down for Lottie. Lottie will rush it back the other direction. Haas looking to tie the record. Rattles its way in and out. No good. Lind with the offensive rebound, and she's fouled. Lottie will go to the free throw line. Ball's going to go against Ludwig, her first, team's first. Lewin gets the first. Second free throw's up and good as well. Back-to-back free throws for Chloe Lind. Extend the lead out now to 12. Huntington gets it away for Thorvig as they're able to cross the line into the front court. Trying to go underneath was Olsen. Got tied up, but is able to get away from some traffic. Ball over to the far side. Ludwig cuts baseline. Cut off there. Hands off for Thorvig. Steps up. Little jumper. That's up and no good. And Haas with the rebound. Haas does a great job being able to get good position underneath. Nice feed underneath the other direction for Sophie Lottie. And the lay-in is good. Randa Zodke is checked into the ball game as well for East Central. Ball off, it'll go for Thorvig. That's up and no good, and another rebound comes down for Haas. She'll run the fast break going the other direction. Feeds off into the corner for Berglund. Up top it goes for Lottie. She thought about it once, twice, and then finally fires it away. Gets her own offensive rebound. Fires it over to the near side. Haas again for a chance to tie the school record. And there it is. Ellie Haas has tied the school record for points scored. Her next bucket will break it. One of only a handful of players really in our local area to get above 2,000 points. I know that in Malacca, at least at the time that I graduated, there was only a couple, one or two. I think there's been a couple since then, but it's an absolutely incredible talent to get to 2,000 points. I had the great benefit of being able to be around this local area for a while as the shot goes up, no good by Thorvig, and it's going to be Lind with the rebound. I had the great benefit of being out here for Dahlman, Becca Dahlman, as the rebound is knocked out of bounds on a missed shot by Berglund. But Becca Dahlman scoring well over 3,000 points. Carly Jusak into the ball game, as well as Ella Sell, and now we get a timeout on the court. 13-17 to go. 18-1 is the lead for Pine City. We'll be back here on WCMP.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Askov as the ball comes into the front court with Thorvig. Kicks off for Kiernan, now with 13:04 out of the timeout. Pine City leads it 18-1. Coach Rogotsky had some discussion with his squad, and now it's going to be an over and back as Jemmy Karen into the ball game. Can't handle it at the timeline. So Pine City will inbound it now. Ellie Haas, 1 point away from breaking the school record for points. Off it'll go for Jusak. Jusak over to the near side. Berglund off for Haas. Haas flips it inside for Lynn, and she's fouled by Ludwig. Ludwig gets a piece of her. 12:39 to play in the first half. Second foul for Ludwig, and that's going to be Baskin in the foul for Haas, and that'll do it. Haas now breaks the all-time scoring record for Pine City High School, and the fans celebrating a little bit. Now they're going to pull Ellie Haas away a little bit to kind of celebrate a little bit. And in case you're wondering, that is not just a girls' record. The boys' record is about 1,500 points. So this is an all-time record for Ellie Haas, breaking that record with that bucket. She's now taken over as the all-time scoring leader for Pine City High School. A record that was set not that long ago, actually. Last year, Lily Wilson, I should say. Lily Wilson setting that record. As free throws up and good. Haas will check out of the ball game. And Zodke will have it on the inbound. So congratulations goes out to Ellie Haas and family. Talked with Coach Ted Haas a little bit before the ball game and confirmed some of the details with it and did some research online. Shot is up, no good by Thorvig. Goes out of bounds. Lily Wilson actually broke the girls' record and essentially the scoring record. I'm not sure if it was late in her junior year or if it was early in her senior year, but the record at the time was 17:37 by Gretchen Linsmeyer, which had gone way back in the Pine City history books. But Lily Wilson finished with 20:24, and now Ellie Haas has 20:26. So congratulations to her. We play on once again. 21-1 is the lead for Pine City. Lottie hands the ball off for Berglund. Swing it around Lind over to the corner for Sell. Skip pass over to the near side now for Lottie. Lottie working on Thorvig will work her way up to the top of the key and reset the offense. Lottie steps up, works her way right, hands off into the corner now for Lind. Lind fires the ball over to the near side. It's going to be taken away by Thorvig, but couldn't quite control it in the court of play. So not a turnover. She just deflected it away. 11:23 to play in the first half from East Central High School. Lottie to control it on the inbounds. Hands off now for Chloe Lind as they rotate things around. Jusak on the far side. She's watched by Jemmy Karen, and a little bit of a height discrepancy between those two. Up top, Berglund swings it over to the far side. Sell into the corner for Jusak. Jusak, by the way, as I mentioned, she's listed at 6 foot as a freshman. Inside it goes, and a bucket is good for Lind. Ball over to the near side for Zodke. Backs off, trying to be able to get into the front court, and the ball's taken away by Lottie. Lottie, up ahead it goes. Berglund can't get it to go as it rolls off the front, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be East Central basketball. As I mentioned, Jusak goes about 6 foot. At least that's what she's listed as. Jemmy Kiernan, I'm not sure if she's even 5'3". Not exactly a towering party. So Pine City to inbound on the baseline now. Ball comes in for Jusak. Out it goes for Sell. Fires that one away. That's no good. Rebound for Haas, and Haas puts that one back up and in. Huntington back into the ball game, as well as Grundmeyer for East Central. Ball over to the far side, into the front court it goes. Huntington back for Thorvig. Thorvig on the wing, steps up and is taken away there by Sal. Huntington will work her way up top. Now off for Thorvig, far side. Back for Huntington on the near side. Under 10 to play here in the first half. Ball handed off for Isabella Olsen. Olsen off for Thorvig, sets and fires for three, and that's good. Cassidy Thorvig hits that one. 25-4. Ball over to the near side. Jusak, high post, low post. Nice ball rotation and an easy lay-in inside for Jusak. Thorvig runs her way right through the heart of that defense into the front court. Little runner in the lane. Almost kind of a jumper as she was floating forward. Missed that one. Haas with the rebound. Three on the way, deep three. That was Sophie Lottie from somewhere over by Finlayson. Launching that one away, hits that one from deep, now makes it 30-4. 8:50 to play. That's going to be Ariana Kiernan. Misses that one, but an offensive rebound comes down for Grundmeyer, who's very good at rebounding. And the ball turned over and thrown into the backcourt. And it'll come away with Pine City. Shot by Haas, and she gets called for a travel as she was stepping into it, setting her feet. Zodke checks back into the ball game, replacing Olsen. Resetting the teams, Thorvig, Ludwig, Grundmeyer, Olsen, and Huntington. Huntington almost traveled with the ball, is able to get it away for Thorvig. Pine City's going to go with Lottie, Haas, Jusak, Nassine, and Berglund. Correction, that's going to be Sell, not Berglund. Shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down for Lottie, and she'll start the fast break going the other direction. Pine City likes to run. They run the fast break even on a missed or made shot. Three on the way is up and no good by Sell, and the rebound will come down for Thorvig. Allison Huntington into the front court for East Central. Over to the near side for Zodke. Zodke will hand off for Thorvig. 30-4 with 7:47 to play. Shot by Ludwig on the far side. That's up and no good, and ball tapped around. Ultimately comes away with Huntington. And the ball now taken away by Pine City. And it comes for Lottie. Can't get that one to go. Rebound comes down into the hands of Ludwig. Little runner in the lane and fouled. Thorvig got all the way into the paint. Tried to put up a shot as she was falling down. Foul's going to go against Carly Jusak. Only 3 fouls for the Pine City Dragons. Spread apart, 1 each. Free throws up and no good. Sal and Jusak check out. Lind and Berglund check back in for Pine City. Free throw number 2 is up and no good, and Lind will clear the rebound. Ball taken away, though, by Thorvig. She misses that shot, though. And now Pine City able to get back into the front court. Swing the ball around over to the far side. 3 on the way is going to be good for Ellie Haas. And once Haas got that record, she's not going to stop there. She's just going to keep filling it up. Hammers that one from downtown. Ball thrown away over to the near side, out of bounds. Still belongs to East Central. Chandra Nelson had checked into the ball game, and now Isabella Olsen also into the ball game. East Central with the basketball on the right side of the court, I guess, for where you're looking at the screen. 3 is up, no good, and rebound comes down for Berglund. Ball flipped over to the far side. Nassine, correction, that's going to be, yeah, that is Nassine. Ready for the number there. Berglund sets and fires from deep, and Berglund hits that one. Zodkiel started back for the Eagles. Watch there by Berglund, waiting for some help, can't get it, and it's going to be taken away by Lind, and the layup at the other end. East Central has 7 turnovers here in the first half. 6 minutes to play. Pine City leads it 38-4. And now another turnover as Lottie comes away with it. Lottie fires it over nicely for Lind, or for Haas rather, but Haas can't complete it. Rebound comes down for Ludwig. Over to the near side now for Olsen. Olsen almost had it knocked away by Haas. And you can definitely tell this is one of those games late in the season where Pine City is comfortable with what they're going to be able to, the fact that they have a good chance to win this game. Nice Euro step by Lottie, but she couldn't complete it underneath. Huntington comes away with the rebound. But you can tell that Pine City is secure in themselves, that they only dressed 8, but they want to play it very, very tight and very, very difficult. They don't want to win the game. I don't know that they necessarily are worried about what the score is up on the clock, and they're more so worried about just trying to fine-tune certain things, play very aggressive defense. We've talked to some coaches before. We talked with me and Adam Hefty, one of our other broadcasters, have a little podcast that we do, and we spoke with Coach Tim Malone, who's an athletic director for Stewartville at this time. And he used to be the coach of the Bram girls basketball squad, who is a very, very dominant force in our local area. That included that Becca Dahlman that scored the 3,000 points, actually set the state high school record at the time. And we discussed things like this, that what do you do in a situation like this where you're a very highly touted team going against a team that you likely will be able to beat pretty handily? And he said, really, you just want to just focus on defense and set goals that way, just little goals that you can be able to take care of. You know, the rest is going to take care of itself on the offensive end. It's mostly just being able to lock down defensively and make sure that you're prepared for postseason play. That ball's thrown away. It's going to be a turnover in Pine City. 4:45 to play in the first half, 38-4. Thorvig will come back with it now for the Eagles. Over to the far side for Ludwig. Ludwig cuts baseline nicely, got underneath, almost left her feet, throws it over for Thorvig. Thorvig double team, is able to get it away, and a blocked shot comes down for Thorvig. Out it'll go, and Isabella Olsen had an open 3. Instead, she's going to go right to the basket, and it's taken away by Lind. It was slapped away by Haas, and Lind ends up with it. Berglund back for Lind, back for Haas. She sets and fires from deep, and Ellie Haas knocks that one down. She is 3 of 4 from beyond the arc here in the first half. 4 minutes remain in the half. And a bucket by East Central makes it now 41-6. Ball near side in the corner. Swinging around the perimeter is the Patience for Pine City. Trying to work their offense through. Ellie Haas, she finds herself an open shot. She'll knock that one down. I'd say more often than not, but she's 4 of 5 here in the first half, so definitely a point of emphasis. East Central back with it. Stop and pop there by Thorvig, and a nice stop and a jumper. Able to hit that one. Now makes it 44-8. Ball over to the far side is going to be taken away. Kind of a careless pass there by Sell. Thorvig back with it. Basket and the foul. That gets East Central to double figures with the basket. Stick with us during the halftime break. We'll wrap up the team totals, the individual totals. Talk a little bit about some of the other games that are going on around tonight and some of the other games that are coming up over the course of this weekend. Ogilvie Bram girls basketball, one of the bigger matchups, is basically it will decide some high-level section seating in Section 5A. Ogilvie currently the top spot. Undefeated in section play. Bram is 9-1. Free throws up and good, and the and one. Another big game is also the Pine City East Central boys matchup, which could secure a conference crown for East Central. Pine City needs a little bit of help, but could wrap things up for East Central. Lob pass inside, it goes. Jusak using her height. Back out it'll go, and the ball knocked away. I don't know that it would have needed to be knocked away by Huntington, but she did knock it away nonetheless. Missed shot at the other end. Lottie comes away with it. Fires it down underneath, and Lind, who is still back on the other end of the court, comes away with the basketball and is able to get that bucket. Shot is up, no good by Grundmeyer. Lind with the rebound. And Lottie open underneath, can't get it to go. And now the ball taken away by Pine City. Back it'll come, and Lind with the layup at the other end. And now a timeout called for East Central. 103 seconds remain on the first half clock. 48-11 is our score here in the first half of play. We'll come back here to Pine City, or to East Central High School, rather.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
WCMP Online, Pine City leads it here with the minute 43 left to go before halftime. 48-11 on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic's North Branch has 24 access to care by calling 1-855-FAIRVIEW or your local clinic number. Pine City is 13-0 in conference play, looking to go undefeated on the season. They'll finish things up against Malacca and Duluth Marshall over the next couple of games. East Central finishes up against Barnum on Tuesday, their final regular season matchup. As I mentioned, Bram Ogilvie girls and Pine City East Central boys in our local area. The other broadcast on WCMP tonight is Onamia and Rush City in girls basketball. Ball over to the near side now for Zodke out of the timeout. East Central with the basketball. Ball tucked up in the air, and it's going to be taken away by Jusak. Jusak left-handed layup at the other end, and she's fouled by Zodke. Zodke will pick up her first, team's third. And at the free throw line, good on the first attempt by Jusak. Second free throw up and coming. That one is back iron, no good. And the rebound down for Olsen. Olsen quickly back into the front court. Trying to get set up before Pine City can really set anything up defensively. Trying to be able to counterattack. Thorvig works her way inside, loses the ball, but off for Grundmeyer. Over to the near side for Huntington, steps back. Is able to swing that one off over to the corner for Zodke. Lost the ball for a moment, gets it back. Had it slapped away by Berglund. And she touched it last as it was going out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on East Central, and Pine City will have it back with a minute one remaining in the first half. Lottie up top, over to the near side now for Berglund. Swing it off for Ellie Haas. Haas, the new all-time scoring leader for Pine City basketball, boys and girls. Dribbles up to the top of the key, swing it over to the far side. Kind of a matchup zone as the three is up and good by Nassim from the corner. She's one of two from beyond the arc. 39 seconds remain here in the first half of play. Ball knocked away, almost taken away by by Pine City, but East Central able to maintain possession. 23 seconds remain on the clock. Inside it goes for Thorvig, and Thorvig able to slip that ball past Sophie Lottie, who is trying to swat that one down. Lottie back with it. Lobs the ball over to the far side for Haas. Out it'll go. 3 on the way is up and no good. Offensive board by Haas. Put back up and can't hit that one as well. And the rebound come down for Olsen. And that'll be the end of the first half. Score at halftime. Pine City leads it 52-13. We'll come back and wrap things up here on the first half break when we return on WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our Rapid Mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991. Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey on Pine City since 1945. Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Here at Chris's Food Center, we have our very own top quality Quarry Stone meats, fresh or frozen. So many options with our in-store made brats, in-store smoked sausage, and beef sticks. We even have pre-made hamburger patties in a variety of flavors. And to top it off, we even have pre-marinated steaks ready for the grill. Yep, that's right. When it comes to fresh quality meats, Chris's Food Center has you covered. Find us online to view our weekly ads at chrissfoodcenter.com. Chris's Food Center is here to help you eat better, buy more, and spend less.
In Sandstone in Ascove, as it is East Central girls basketball against the Pine City Dragons. Halftime score here from Pine City is 52-13 in favor of the East Central the Pine City Dragons rather over the top of the East Central Eagles. Trying to be able to get a couple of scores from around our area as in boys basketball action, Pine City leads East Central 35-32. Ogilvie and Bram are tied at 26. In girls basketball, that one could be for the top seed in the Section 5A West. And then the other matchup, Rush City Onamia girls basketball, they're tied at 27. So a couple of very close games around our local area, at least at this point in time as we work our way into the halftime break. Take a look at the first half leaders for the East Central Eagles. 12 points and a rebound for Cassidy Thorvig, leading all scorers there. The only other person to score in the first half was Isabella Olsen. She has 1 point and 2 rebounds. 4 rebounds for Allison Huntington, 2 rebounds for Mackenzie Ludwig, and 1 rebound for Lori Grundmeyer. For the Pine City Dragons, they had a pretty balanced attack as they had scoring from 6 out of their 8 players that have played tonight. Ella Sell and not scoring out of that one. Correction, Sell the only one not to score as Thiemann is not dressed for tonight. Leading scorer at halftime, though, is Ellie Haas. She gets the record and also has the leading score at halftime, 17.6 rebounds. She is now the all-time leading scorer in Bram girls basketball and boys basketball history. As we wish a heartfelt congratulations for her. 13 points and 6 rebounds for Chloe Lind. Sophie Lottie has 10 points and 5 rebounds at halftime. Maddie Berglund, 6 points and a rebound. Carly Jusak, 3 points. And Carissa Nassine, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, finishes with 3 points at halftime. We're going to step away once again and come back with the team totals when we return on WCMP.
Live in the John Hershes Cambridge Motor Studios, this is WCMP.
The following is a production of WCMP Sports.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand back here in East Central High School. 52-13 is the Pine City lead at halftime on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. You can now find Dr. Raymond and Jenna Labine at M Health Fairview North Branch. Taking a look at the team totals at halftime, Pine City rebounds for East Central 18-10. Only 10 rebounds for East Central, partially indicative of just the fact that Pine City hit almost all their shots. They shot very, very well in the first half. We'll talk a little bit about that as I kind of run down some of the team totals. Offensive rebounding, Pine City had 5, East Central had 2. Turnovers, kind of a key at halftime, 13-4. East Central had almost 10 more turnovers than Pine City at halftime. Pine City 4 of 5 at the free throw line. East Central was 2 of 5 at the free throw line. Downtown shooting was kind of a big factor in the first half. Pine City 10 of 19 from beyond the arc. East Central was 1 of 6 from downtown in the first half of play. And when you go 10 of 19 from beyond the arc, it's hard to say not to shoot it, even if you're up big. It just, you have that look and you're hitting everything. Just go ahead and shoot that one. So that's kind of what they're doing here at the halftime break as we move our way into the second half of play here from East Central. 52-13. We'll come back with the second half when we return on WCMP.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/get-there. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Ascove at East Central High School. Second half just about to get underway. Pine City leads it at halftime, 52-13. Basketball will be with East Central to start the second half. They will work towards essentially the entrance end of the gym, the kind of recessed gym here in Sandstone or in East Central High School. Kind of a fun location to be able to do games up here at the top of the mezzanine. East Central comes back with it. They try to throw it inside as Pine City moves their way to a zone. Jump ball as it's tied up by Chloe Lind. It'll be a turnover and Pine City will get the basketball. Lottie to bring it up. Works her way into the front court. Over to the far side and right to the basket. Nobody cut her off. And Lottie with the first bucket of the second half. (54-13). Ball into the corner now for Grundmeyer. Grundmeyer stopped, able to get it back, and a shot up is good by Thorvig. Thorvig, 14 of the 15 points tonight, scored by Cassidy Thorvig. Pine City back with it, with Chloe Lind up top, over for Berglund on the near side, just off the top of the key. Now onto the wing for Nassine. Nassine lobs inside for Lind, and Lind had herself all set up, and the defense, by the time it got there was nothing they could do. She had the seal already lined up and is able to lay that one in. Huntington steps up on the far side, passes out for Kiernan. Kiernan jumps and is able to get it away. Off initially for Thorvig. Now the ball taken away by Berglund. And Pine City will be back on offense. Underneath it goes for Haas. Haas fights her way all the way to the basket, and she's fouled. Thorvig got her on the arm as she tried to go up with it. For Thorvig, that's her first. Team's first of the second half. Free throw is going to be up and good.
Turn up the defense, Blue. Here we go.
Haas 18 points in the ball game to go along with 6 rebounds at halftime. Got back-to-back free throws. Pushes that lead out now 58-15. Thorvig sets up on offense, able to get it away for Olsen. Nice feed by Thorvig. She drew the defense and is able to get it away for Olsen. And an easy bucket for Olsen, driving right to the basket. Ball up top. Haas over to the far side. Now for Lind. And inside it goes. Lottie has it knocked away. And it's going to be a turnover. Back it'll come. Shot by Thorvig. That one's up and no good as it comes down for Lind. Lind throws the ball up ahead for Lottie. Can't get that one to go, and another foul underneath. Foul's going to go on Huntington. They said it was on 15, but there isn't a 15 on the court at the moment. So I believe it's Huntington that's going to pick up that foul. Free throw's up and good by Lottie. Second free throw, front iron, and is good as that one rolls across. Makes it now 60-17. Over to the near side it goes for Grunmeyer. Thorvig flips it up over the top for Huntington. She'll fire away, and Huntington knocks down a shot from beyond the arc. Over to the near side now for Haas. Haas lobs inside for Lind, and just a little bit too far for her. And now the turnovers in the second half, even 2 apiece. Thorvig sets up the offense, tries to draw some contact, and ends up carrying the ball. That'll be a turnover. Halftime, Bram leads Ogilvie 32-30 in a race for the 5A East section crown, or subsection crown, I guess you could say. 3 is up and good by Haas. Haas just keeps scoring. So good. Thorvig back with it, tried to lay it underneath for Ludwig and goes out of bounds. (63-20), well over the limit now for what will be running time once we get under 10 minutes to play here in this ball game. 15-10 to play here at this point. Berglund over to the near side now for Haas. Haas trying to get it inside and reaching up. Olsen knocked the ball away, but hit Lottie on the hand. Olsen will pick up her first, team second. Kiernan checks into the ball game. Lob comes in now for Lottie. Lind up top it goes, and a 3 for Jusak is no good, and the rebound comes down for Olsen. Out for Huntington. Huntington hit the last one, can't get this one to go, and the rebound will come down for Haas. An easy bucket at the other end. Near side now for Thorvig. Thorvig works her way through to the free throw line. Now off for Huntington. Huntington misses that one, and it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Pine City. 65-20. Lottie brings it back, sets up top. 14-10 to play here in the second half. Crossover by Lottie, gets to the basket, and the foul. She's fouled, I believe, by Ludwig, but good push by Lottie. Just trying to get a little bit of maybe, work on finishing underneath. She's able to get that one to go. Foul is going to go on Ludwig. That's her third. Haas will check out of the game. Placed by Berglund. Berglund, Sell, Lottie, Jusak, and Lind as the free throw's up and good, and then Lottie will check out of the game, be replaced by Nassine, and we'll get a timeout by East Central. 68-20 is our score. We'll be back here to East Central High School when we return on WCMP.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
WCMP Online, Andy Beckstrom on hand here for the call of East Central and Pine City girls basketball. 68-20 is the score. Pine City leads it on the M. Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M. Health Fairview North Branch Urgent Care. They extended their hours to noon to 8 weekdays and 9 to 5 every Saturday and Sunday. A couple of games going on yet this weekend. Tomorrow we got boys basketball, Pine City, Rush City. That'll be at 1:30. Cambridge, Isani, and Duluth East at 4. In boys basketball, girls basketball, Pine City, Malacca at 7. And then we have a doubleheader of hockey as well as Olsen gets to the basket, can't get it to go. Nassim with the rebound, and Pine City will rush it the other direction. We got a doubleheader of Pine City hockey tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'll be on the call for Cambridge Isani, and that's essentially the Northern Tier Stars. Ball inside, knocked away by East Central. It'll be a turnover on Pine City. But the Northern Tier Stars, which involves Cambridge, Isani, North Branch, and St. Francis, take on Pine City. That'll be at 2. And then the Pine City boys at 7 p.m. will be in action against Chisago Lakes. And it comes now for Elsie Larson, who's into the ball game for East Central. Larson over to the near side, spinning away as Thorvig goes to the basket. Left-handed layup is no good. And Berglund with the rebound. Lind hands off into the corner for Sell. Sell up top. Nassim swinging around. Berglund for Lind. Back for Berglund on the wing. Up top now for Nassim. 12:53 to play. Berglund into the corner goes. Trying to be able to get that entry pass inside. Karanen doing a good job being able to deny that pass. That one's going to go high, trying to get it for Jusak. Too deep. She touched it last. It'll be a turnover on Pine City, their 4th. And East Central will get the ball back. Grundmeyer checks into the ball game. Thorvig fights her way towards the free throw line, and a foul is going to be called on Lind. For Lind, that's her first, team second. Inbounds comes, and no good on the inbound shot, but an offensive rebound by Ludwig and a foul. Ludwig got that offensive rebound, tried to go back up with it, and draws the foul. Foul is going to be against Ella Sell. Her second. Free throws now for Ludwig. Front iron no good. A couple of Pine City Dragons check into the game, and Lottie and Haas replacing Berglund and Lind. Ludwig at the line for a second. And that one is up and no good as well. Rebound gets knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to East Central. East Central with the basketball now. Quick inbounds comes for Ludwig and almost got taken away by Nassim. Ludwig able to get it back off for Thorvig, and Thorvig with a jumper. Gets that one to go. Over to the near side now for Sell. Sell swings the ball around the perimeter, and the 3 is good by Ellie Haas. (71-22) is our score. Ball down to the baseline by Larson. Tried to kick it back out, almost taken away by Pine City, but Ludwig came away with it and missed the shot inside. Rebound came down for Grundmeyer, who missed a shot, and then Nassim with the second rebound. And a 3 by Lottie is up and good. Back it'll come now for Thorvig. And a foul off the ball. Foul's going to be on Lottie. Lottie picks up her first. Olsen, Huntington, and I believe Isaacson into the ball game for East Central. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Lottie, knocked away by Thorvig. Still belong to the Pine City Dragons. Pine City with a couple of substitutions here. Now into the ball game, Summer Thiemann did not play in the first half. Getting her first action of the game. Nassine over to the near side, now off for Thiemann. Thiemann back for Sell. Swing it over to the far side now for Berglund. Just got it by Huntington. Into the corner goes for Nassine. Ball fake gets inside. Little runner. That's up and good. (76-22) with 10:40 to play. Shot is up, no good by Olsen. Rebound comes down for Nassine. As we work our way towards that 10-minute mark where we'll have running time the remainder. Thiemann near side in the corner, up to the wing. Controlled there by Nassine. Tried to throw it through into the paint. Ends up going all the way through to the other side. East Central couldn't track that one down. Sal was able to get that one. Ends up in the hands of Lind, and Lind, I don't know if you still have to call window or not, but either way it goes in. 79-22. Thorvig to the basket. Can't get it to go. Huntington with the rebound. And it's taken away by Pine City. Back it'll come Berglund. Fires it over for Sal. Sal up top. 3 on the way, and it's good for Nassine. Pine City is hitting on all cylinders tonight. Their defense has been pretty solid, and they are scoring at will on offense. Thorvig hands off for Huntington. Huntington dribbles in and then back out to the perimeter. Now picks her dribble up. Off for Thorvig. Gets to the free throw line. Off for Olsen. Shot is up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound will go out of bounds. It'll belong to East Central. (9:20 to play here in the second half. Inbounds comes. Kiernan with a shot. Up and no good. Rebound comes down for Berglund. Berglund back with it into the corner for Thiemann. Passed up on the shot. Back for Berglund. Berglund now for Nassine. Nassine steps up, gets into the paint, and gets called for a carry. Turnovers in the second half even at 5 apiece. Back it'll come now for East Central. Thorvig will stop and pop. Can't get that one to go. Rebound for Olsen, and it goes off of the foot of Sal. Under 9 minutes now, running time. Nassine comes out of the game, replaced out there by Lind. Isabella Olsen to inbound, and a 5-second call will be a turnover on East Central. 5 seconds on the turnover. And back it'll come now for the Dragons. Into the corner it goes. Up top, now controlled by Berglund. Berglund over to the far side, able to get it away. Nice move. Thiemann got it inside. Back for Berglund again. Now off for Sell. Sell far side. Over to the near side now for Lind. Skip pass over for Thiemann. Thiemann's going to fire that one away. Front iron, no good. And the rebound will come down for Thorvig. And back it'll come for Thorvig right to the basket, and Thorvig with the bucket. Near side for Lottie. Lottie had it go high on her, lost the basketball. It'll be a turnover now on the Dragons. Quickly up into the front court. Larson back for Thorvig. Thorvig dribbles her way into the paint and has her shot blocked, but she's fouled. Free throws now for Huntington, or for Thorvig rather. Can't get the first one to go. Nassim checks back into the ballgame for Pine City. Ludwig back into the ballgame for East Central. Second free throw's up and good. Ball up over the top now for Berglund. Over to the near side for Thiemann. Berglund over to the far side. And Nassim with a three. That's no good. Rebound tapped around and ultimately comes away with Jusak. Jusak tried to go up hard with that one. Can't get it to go. She's fouled and go to the line. 6 minutes remaining here on the clock as the clock continues to wind. Free throws for Jusak. First one no good. Second free throw, that one is good. 83-25 here in the second half on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic's North Branch that for your convenience have same day and evening appointments. Foul is going to be called on Ella Sell. Picks up her third foul of the game. Inbounds comes over to the near side, knocked away by Sell. It'll remain East Central basketball. 5 minutes to play. Kiernan sets the inbound. Inbounds comes back for Ludwig. Ludwig will back off on it. Hands off now for Kiernan. Kiernan lobs inside for Olsen. Ball knocked away, but tracked down by Larson on the far side. Back up top for Kiernan. Kiernan over to the near side. Kiernan, a 1,000-point scorer for this East Central ball club. Out it'll come up top for Olsen. Olsen over to the far side, crossover dribble, able to get away from Nassim momentarily. Off for Ludwig. Ludwig left-handed dribble, tried to drive her way inside, taken away. Now Olsen ends up with it. She gets the layup up and in. Up top, Berglund over to the near side for Thiemann. Berglund steps up to the free throw line, kicks it out for Nassim. 4 minutes remaining. Over to the near side. Drive inside by Thiemann. I think she dribbled out off her foot. It'll go out of bounds. It'll belong to East Central. Thorvig will bring it up and get the offense set. Try to cut to the basket, and she's fouled on her way through. Foul's going to go against Thiemann, her first. Team's 7th, so now East Central will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Sets and fires, able to get that one, so she'll get the bonus. Stick with us during the post game as we will wrap things up as far as individual and team statistics. We'll also try to get a quick peek at the other scores around our local area. A lot of games that were very, very close during our halftime break. Second free throw's up and good as well. 2-2 at the line for Cassidy Thorvig. Over to the near side now for Thiemann. Thiemann inside to the free throw line. Berglund had to come all the way to the near side in the corner. Back up top for Nassim. Thiemann on the near side. She'll fire a shot away. That's no good. Long rebound comes all the way out. Gets tapped back inside and ultimately comes away with Larson. Two and a half to play. Shot up is no good by Huntington. Rebound will come down for Larson on the offensive glass. Elsie Larson dribbles our way all the way out to the perimeter and almost got a 5-second call. Able to get it away for Grunmeyer. Drives her way to the basket. Little floater. Can't get it to go. And the rebound will come down with Nassim. And Pine City quickly back on offense. Ball almost knocked away. Berglund able to come away with it. Able to get it away for Nassim. Now back for Berglund. Berglund steps up on the near side. Up top for Nassim. She'll fire away one from deep, and that's going to be short. And go out of bounds. .83-29 is our score with 100 seconds remaining up on the clock on the mHealth Fairview Clinic scoreboard. mHealth Fairview Clinics with convenient on-site pharmacy in North Branch that includes drive-up and mail order. Ball over to the near side now for Grundmeyer. Hands off for Huntington. Huntington left-handed dribble. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound on the backside, though, is up and no good. Rebound comes down again for Huntington. Huntington up top has a lot of backup players that are made their way onto the court. And we get a foul off the ball. It's going to be on Thiemann. We'll pick up her second. 1 minute remaining here in the ball game. Less than a minute to play. Free throws up and good. I'll let Olsen come into the ball game. And both free throws are good. 30 seconds remain. Olsen and Kiernan check into the ball game, allowing Thorvig in one of her final matchups, her final conference game, to step off the floor, as well as Lori Grundmeyer. Over for Sell on the near side. Correction, it's going to be Berglund. Back will go for Nassine. Now for Berglund, as Pine City is just content to be able to run out the clock. Final score here from East Central will be 83-31. That'll be our final score. We'll wrap things up here on the postgame when we return on WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getThere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our Rapid Mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991. Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey on Pine City since 1945.
For the post game in a 83-31 victory for the Pine City Dragons over the top of the East Central Eagles on the M Health Favorite Clinic scoreboard. M Health Favorite Clinic Rush City with a virtual clinic in the West Building there to assist you Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. We wrap things up here on the post game, taking a look at the team totals for the ball game. Pine City East Central outscores East Central in the second half, 31-18. A little bit closer in the second half. Pine City didn't score quite as much as they did in the first half, but nonetheless winning both halves. Rebounding edge in the second half, even 10-10 for each squad. East Central ends up with 7 of those 10 rebounds on the offensive glass. Final tallies, Pine City 28 rebounds, 6 of them on the offensive boards. East Central 20 with 9 of them on the offensive boards. Turnover in the second half, it was actually Pine City with 7, East Central with 6, so Pine City losing that battle in that one, but a little bit different feel in that second half for sure. Game total, East Central 19 turnovers, Pine City with 11. Pine City's free throw line in the second half was 6 of 7. They were 10 of 12 from the game. They were 5 of 10 from downtown. Pine City shot an unbelievable 15 of 29 in the ball game from beyond the arc. For East Central, they were 5 of 8 at the free throw line in the second half, 7 of 13 for the ball game. They shot 1 of 3 at the three-point line and 2 of 9 for the ball game. Taking a look at the individual totals, the leading scorer for the East Central Eagles was Cassidy Thorvig, 23 points, 2 rebounds. She scores 23 of the 31 points for East Central. Isabel Olson contributes 5 points and 4 rebounds, 5 points total. 4 of them came in the second half of the ball game. 2 rebounds for Elsie Larson off the bench. Mackenzie Loudswig with 1 rebound. Allison Huntington, 3 points and 7 rebounds in the ball game. And Lori Grunmeyer with 2 rebounds as one of the starters. For the Pine City Dragons, they were paced by Ellie Haas, 25 points and 7 rebounds. No surprise there, she was the leading scorer, as she is now the leading scorer for all of Pine City basketball, girls and boys. She takes over the top spot from Lily Wilson after last year's squad. 20 points and 7 rebounds for Chloe Lind. Sophie Lowdy also has 20 points in the ball game with 6 rebounds. Maddie Berglund has 6 points, 3 rebounds. Carly Jusak, 4 points and a rebound. And Carissa Nassine, 8 points and 4 rebounds in the ball game. That'll wrap things up here on the post game. 83-31 is our final score. Some games that are still going on in our local area in the second half. Onamia leads Rush City in girls basketball 48-44. The game of note, though, the section game between Bram and Ogilvie. It's not a section game, but it definitely has big implications as far as section standings. Bram is 9-1 in section games, Ogilvie 10-0. They are tied at 37 in the second half. Pine City East Central boys, that's the big time matchup right now, as that involves section or the conference crown implications. Late in the second half of that one, Pine City leads at 72-55, big over the top of the East Central Eagles in the second half. With the loss, East Central drops to 4-12 on the year, 2-12 in conference play. Their next matchup will be against Barnum back here at home on Tuesday. That'll be their regular season finale. Pine City, with the victory, improves to 15-1, 14-0, winning the Great River Conference crown for the third year in a row. Their next matchup will be Saturday against Malacca, and then they'll wrap up their schedule next Friday against Duluth Marshall, who gave them their only loss on the year. What's next for us here on WCMP? Well, tomorrow we have a couple of boys basketball games. Pine City, Rush City at 1:30. Cambridge Asani, Duluth East at 4. Cambridge Asani, part of the Northern Tier Stars girls hockey squad, will be in action at 2 p.m. against Pine City. I'll have that hockey game for you as part of a doubleheader. Girls basketball at 7, Pine City and Malacca. And then boys hockey at Chisago Lakes and Pine City will be my second game of the game in a doubleheader from Pine City. Those are games all coming your way next. That'll be tomorrow afternoon and evening. Of course, all the games will be on YouTube. You can get that, WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule, if you didn't find it there already. And wrapping things up here from East Central High School, 83-31 is the Pine City victory. And until tomorrow, have a good night, everybody.